Hey guys, welcome to part 11 of my commentary, and now we're entering the animated films of the 21st century. We're entering the it's 2001, so I don't really get why, but we're in the 21st century, so yeah, that's what it counts. And we're starting with, yes, Emperor's New Groove. Oh, I love that film. But, oh no, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to mention, yes. Kingdom of the Sun. Yeah. I remember I saw this documentary all about the making of the Emperor's New Groove, like, during the entire production. It's called the Sweatbox. And it shows how it started out as Kingdom of the Sun, and then it ends up as the Emperor's New Groove. And for those of you who enjoy watching my series, I highly recommend you guys watch it as well. It's actually really interesting just to see how an animated film can start out as one thing and ends up being like totally different as the finishing product. Like the movie itself now is actually completely like the total opposite of how it was in the beginning. And it's actually okay as a documentary. I'm not recommending it, like, highly. Like, it's not the must-see thing. Although, did I just say that before? Maybe I'm contrasting myself. I have no clue. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, like, okay, so just to make it clear, if you guys want to see it, like, if you guys like animation Lookback, then I recommend you guys watching it once. Like, if you enjoy it, then you can watch it a few times more if you like. If not, well then, at least you saw it. The thing is, there are a few... The reason I say that is mainly because the documentary has a few flaws. Like, there's... It can get really boring at times. Like, if it sticks to one scene where... Like, it could stick to one scene where we just see, the filmmakers working, and it could get really boring quick. And another flaw it has is that it really focuses on Sting, and I find a little too much. Like, I can understand, it's Sting's wife who made the documentary, yes, but I find that, because, you know, like, in Emperor's New Groove, he has only one song, and throughout the entire film, like, I know that he worked a lot on the Kingdom of the Sun, but like I don't think we should focus on him that much. You know, like maybe a little bit, but not like all the godforsaken time, because the story is not what we remember most on the Emperor's New Groove. Oh fudge! I spent so much time. Oh my god! Already, we're up to Atlantis. Okay. No, I'll stick, hold on. I got a few things to say about Emperor's New Groove, actually. Personally, I find Emperor's New Groove to be actually really, okay, my thoughts on it. Okay, let's get to it. What I find to be the Emperor's New Groove is actually a really, really funny film. In fact, it's actually the funniest Disney animated film that I've ever seen ever, and it's also one of my favorites. It's highly hilarious, the pacing is really good, the characters are really memorable, like especially like Cusco and Kronk. He's actually really funny, and even Yzma, like she's one of the more, like, even she's funny. Like, I wouldn't consider her like a really threatening villain, but she's still a great and hilarious villain. And even characters like Pacha and like his kids, like they're nice, and they're really great. So I highly recommend you guys watching Emperor's New Groove. It's I think it's actually even the best film of that time. During the it's actually, I find, to be the best Disney animated film of the 2000s. And what else can I say? Oh yeah, I've also seen the sequel, the direct-to-video sequel, Kronk's New Groove, and personally, definitely not as good, but I find it just okay. It's not as good, but it's just okay. And so yeah, that's all I could say about it. So Okay, let's move on to Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Yes. Personally, I can understand why this movie pretty much failed. I mean, they pretty much rehashed the same story that they used in Pocahontas, and they put it in there. And I don't know, I find it to be kind of a dumb move, considering that between Atlantis and Pocahontas, there's like a 6-year difference. And, but I will admit, I've seen it a few times as a kid, and what I remember the most about it are the characters. Like, the ones that I remember the most is the mole guy and the bomb guy. I forgot their names, but they're the more memorable characters because, like, it's like they have all these different kinds of people, like, with different missions and stuff like that. And yeah, Team Atlantis, that's actually a really good idea. I think Team Atlantis would be a better idea as a TV show than it actually is a movie, because you got all the elements there. You got, like, good characters. In fact, yeah, it would, like, I think Atlantis would actually work much more as a TV show than an actual movie. I really do think that. Like, I suggest they should try it once to bring back that idea, just to see, because I would give it a watch. I mean, it sounds really good. For Lilo and Stitch, to be completely honest, I haven't seen Lilo and Stitch yet, but I will say that it's something that I'm really interested to watch, because you know, I keep hearing that people really do like Lilo and Stitch. And, you know, I'll try to give it a shot. Like, I already gave my thoughts on How to Train Your Dragon. I don't want to go into it that much because I don't want to spread, like, a whole warfare down at the comments section. So I'm just going to stick it to that. But back to Lilo and Stitch, I'll try to give it a watch. And some people that I know have seen it, and they said that they like it. So maybe I'll try it out. And plus the fact that when I go to the Disney parks, I see Stitch all the god-forsaken time. Like, other than the Mickey Mouse gang, like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and all that stuff, the only two Disney characters that are not in that gang is Tinkerbell and Stitch. Almost like everywhere in terms of merchandise and walkarounds, and it makes me wonder, is the movie really that popular for Stitch to be going, like, for Stitch to be everywhere at Disney? Plus the fact that he replaced extraterrestrial alien encounter. And personally, that's kind of a bad move, because I was really interested to go into Alien Encounter, but then they switched it to Stitch, and it's like, it really is a much more kiddie version of that ride, and it really shows, because you don't get that feeling of, like, an actual alien. You don't get that feeling that there's, like, a real threat around you. It's just Stitch. I mean, like, at the most, you know what he does? He just burps at you. That's the most threatening thing he'll do. I mean, it's just, he's more of a mischievous character. But yeah, if I've seen it, then I'll go in my update. I'll do one of my update videos, and I'll tell you how it is. But anyways, that'll be all for now. I'll join you next time, and see you later, dudes.